Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Guess what? I've heard that there's like a shortage of fishing weights at the store. Wow. Good thing I make my own. I'll tell you what I use. Stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And guess what? I've heard around by a bunch of people out there that's been around trying to go fishing because of this, coronavirus thing. Everybody's going fishing. So most of the stores are wiped out of fishing weights, fishing hooks, lures and stuff like that, and whatever the case may be. So I've had several people come up to me and tell me, you like fishing, because I do wear a lot of fishing shirts and stuff. So yeah, and the subject comes up almost every time. They've told me the same thing. They can't find fishing weights at the store. And so I figured, you know what? I'll just tell you what I use. I don't mess around because I don't like to do that, because the fishing weights are a popular item when it comes to fishing season. You go to the store and there's never anything that you want. So if you guys want to invest in the money in this, that's fine. I only paid maybe 40 or 50 bucks for this little melting pot for lead that you can melt the lead into. Paid about 4 or 5 bucks for this little ladle to scoop it out. And I also got these molds, and they're Do-It molds. It's a company called Do-It, and they sell these at like Bass Pro, or you can order them on Amazon. I'm sure they have them. But this one here does the egg sinkers. Check that out. And it does come with the pin to stick in there. So I'm not gonna actually fire this thing up because it gets extremely hot, and you don't want to do it inside little small confined spaces, because you could set your house on fire. So yeah, this one came with the pin. You stick that in there, whenever you want to pour them. And I do have this other style. I don't know if you can see that real well, but that's for these guys here. And I'm sure you guys all seen these kind, and I know that this is a popular one, and also the barrel one. And I do have several sizes, of them, because in each one of these it comes with all the sizes. So you just pour whichever ones you want to use. So I have several of these, and the only thing you need to do when you're doing these guys, so like say you're gonna pour these guys here, these little sinkers there, you can use a number 7 swivel. Number 7, any of the number 7s will work. It's your preference, whatever color you want to use. These ones are a little bigger, they don't work in this mold, but the number 7 swivels, you just put them in there like so, drop one in there, and on these you close the mold. And when this is hot, you scoop up the lead, you pour it in there carefully. You do want to wear safety glasses and gloves, because you don't want to get this stuff on you. It burns real bad, trust me, I know. But anyways, yeah, if you guys all want to invest in something like that, you could, if you're gonna have a problem finding lead, just go to any of those metal recycling centers and see what kind of lead they have. Ask them, you know, do you guys have lead that I can buy, you know, just raw lead or whatever. I always usually find things like this, you know, that are like, it's just raw lead. It does have some pieces of brass or some things like that, but when you put it in the smelter, it'll melt all this stuff away. Anything that's impure, you just clean all that slag up. And I usually use this little box here, metal box, to scoop it up and clean it all up. And it's pretty simple. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. I mean, if you have the molds. Now, a few tips about this. If you are gonna get it, I mean, if you're gonna get into doing something like this, well, you know, it's probably gonna run you maybe, I don't think I spent more than 80 bucks here. You know, I bought a little package of swivels, of maybe 50 swivels for maybe 3 or 4 bucks. And that's how many sinkers you can get, you know, of this type with the little swivel on there, of course. I forgot what they're called. Anyways. And yeah, of the other kind of these, I like to use these because I like the Carolina rig more than anything. It's worked for me for everything. I mean, I used it up ice fishing. If you guys watch my videos, and you guys noticed that ice fishing video in Evergreen, I was using a small Carolina rig with a small barrel on there and using some Potski eggs, smashing them. I was using a little glow type of lure on one, but mostly they were hitting that Carolina rig. Go figure, through the eyes. Hey, if it works, it works. If you're catching fish, you're fishing and you're catching. So it doesn't matter what you use. But here it is. If you want to try to do this yourself, smelting pot, I probably paid about 40 bucks for, 40, 50 bucks, okay, give or take. Who knows, they may have cheaper ones, they may have more expensive ones, you never know. It just depends on how deep into this you want to get into. And again, for the little ladle, I paid like $4 or $5 for it, you know. And then for the swivels, about another, you know, 4 bucks. And then the lead, when you go and get some lead, well, it's probably going to be like maybe $1 a pound or whatever. But I mean, come on, you get a lot out of just a little tiny chunk like this. You get a lot of weight, so you don't need much of this. So you're probably only going to spend like maybe 10 bucks, and that's probably going to last you a lifetime, I guarantee it. But where you're investing your money is in this little thing here, this little melter, and that's basically it. And the molds, because these are pricey. They can get pricey just depending on what you want, but they do have different types of these. You'll be able to see what they got. They got them, pretty much all of them, you know, and they range from anywhere from 30 bucks to 50 bucks. I would say all these little do-it molds. But for me, it's been a good investment because of times like these where you're going fishing and you can't get no weights anywhere. So like I said, I pour my own. I've always poured my own because, you know, why pay for it when I can just pay 50 bucks and it's a lifetime of pretty much pouring weights. And you can pour weights for your friends, because if your friends are not having that good luck either at the stores, well then you can pour them some weights. You could even sell it to them or whatever. They usually will buy you a drink or whatever. But anyways, get yourselves one of these. Get out fishing. I know it's tough right now with all this corona stuff, but you know, find another spot. You know, if it's too crowded, just go ahead and take off. You know, it's all right. You'll get to fish another time. But since fishing has been slow lately, I went ahead and bought me a skateboard, and I started skateboarding again. And yes, I haven't been skateboarding since like 1990. So yeah, I've been doing that. It's kind of fun. I know people think I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. I just like to do things, and that's one of the things that I used to love doing, and I thought I'd get back into it, and I did. So went out and got me a board, and now I'm doing that too. So there's just too much to try to videotape you know, and to try to do those things and take this camera with you is kind of hard. So that's probably why I haven't been posting any videos, because when I go out I want to have some fun. I don't always want to be holding the camera and all that, but I'm sure you understand, all you guys who make videos or just watch them, it's not that easy to come out and pull out a video just like that, you know. It's pretty hard, and then you have to come home, you have to edit it, and you know, but lo and behold, you get a video and you get some information. So that's why I like the videos, because you always get information, and good information too. You get a lot of perspective, you know, from different people, you know, so it's cool. So for now, shortage of fishing weights, get you one of these. Get you a ladle, get you some lead, get you some swivels, and make your own fishing weights to go fishing, because these days are rough and everybody's going fishing, because that's the only thing that there is to do to escape the coronavirus. It's either that, any outdoor activity is being taken over. So guess what, make your own weight. Make sure you wear safety glasses, safety gear, protection gloves. When you fire this thing up, do not do this in front of kids or around kids. You don't want them accidentally putting their hands on or in around this anywhere. So, and make sure you have a surface that you put this on, because it will get hot, that doesn't melt. I usually use a 3/4 inch piece of plywood that I put on the bottom in case it splashes on the wood. You don't burn yourself, but you will get splashed. It's gonna burn. So be very careful if you take on this project. So thanks guys, we'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe if you like. If not, it's okay, I don't mind. We'll catch you next time. See you later.